Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very interesting walk-in news kind of floating around as we kind of making its way throughout this past few days or so. We actually have been waiting for this drop for quite some time, and we actually are now seeing more folks out there in the community actually going and getting these consoles. I also do want to give a confirmation that one of my friends up in Seattle also did go and see them available on the stores themselves. So very cool, because there's also a walk-in, but as well also for the PlayStation 5 Digital, which we'll talk a little bit more in there, but it's just, as you guys know, are very rare in general. As well, just my own personal favor, can you guys go and please yell at me, because my YouTube video is literally on a slant right now. I've been hungover all day, I'll be honest. I've been being lazy besides doing like the bare essentials. So if anything, if the top comment in this video is not someone being like scrubbing literally fix your S word, then I don't know what else to go and tell you guys. But as well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, a digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well. A link down below if you guys want to follow. Sign up for Weeble with the link down below and deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. And of course, let's go dive in the video itself. So as I mentioned, kind of like really more straight to the point, we'll go and show up some pictures that we actually had our homie Restock, etc. PS5 Restock, etc. Actually go and see from the community, and I'll show you guys all that. But what we've actually been seeing is now that Fred Meyer's and Kroger's do seem to be actually having some more walk-in stock, which is very nice to go and see. So let's talk about that, little ramble about that. We'll show proof, talk about blah. The usual, I'm sure you guys know the usuals. We do a little bit more, maybe also walk-in news too as well. But I'm sure you guys have seen throughout these past, probably like 2 weeks or so, especially this past week in general, there has been walk-ins everywhere. Like so many places, so many things, so many everything. It has been a lot of walk-ins, so it's been very nice for us to kind of see that and consistently go and see that. So all around, this kind of just another one on the board, the book itself, and it does seem like as of now, almost every single region does have walk-in restocks going on, both for the Xboxes and PlayStation 5s. I think the South still needs a little bit more for the PlayStation 5s. So let's go and talk about the video. So, as I mentioned, we have actually been seeing quite a few reports as of right now that Meyer's and Fred Meyer's, if you guys don't know what these stores are, they're pretty much all around, and also Kroger's, I believe, I think it's like the same dual brand. Basically is all the same exact, I don't know how to word this good. It's like the same subsidiary kind of, but it's just worded differently. We've talked about it before, like Fred Meyer's and Kroger's and stuff like that. They're like, it's the same owner, but it was like two brothers and they split, but just trust me, it's the same story. It's hard to explain. But we actually have been seeing now reports and people getting their consoles, picking up their consoles for the PlayStation 5 digitals inside the stores. So we did actually go and see reports on Fred Meyer's and Kroger's probably around like 2.5 months ago. I did usually kind of throw those sometimes in my day-to-day videos, in the weekly videos. We just didn't really see too much of it. The rumors have always been there. They've always been kind of slowly growing back on up, but now we at least are seeing picture proof and people getting their consoles. So as of now, as I mentioned, PlayStation 5 digitals, this is more of a West Coast store. There's actually quite a few of them too. I believe there's like hundreds of them. So if you guys are in the West Coast, like Seattle, I think even California, maybe even Montana, like that kind of like, we're just all around like Pacific Northwest and General West, there is a lot of these types of stores floating around there. So let me go and actually go give the credit itself, because I always have to go give credit where credit's due, as well as also the just information you guys can get and see. So basically, everybody's little homie over here, PS5 Restock, say it's the same. Regional info PS5. Some Fred Meyer stores in the Pacific Northwest have been receiving digital PlayStation 5s. Not all locations get there, and not all stock are on the same day. I'll give you guys the usual reminder of being nice to employees and stuff like that, but I'm sure you guys, or hopefully at this point you guys are nice. And our friends picked up a digital console in Washington State over here, and as you guys can even go and see this on top of this, you guys can basically go and see which stores you guys are at and all that type of stuff if you guys go to the Fred Meyer stores in search. There's a lot of them everywhere. There's a little bit of picture proof. I just want to give credit to the people who took the pictures. As well, we also have a good old True Legend 526 over here, who actually said that they picked theirs on up from their local Fred Meyer's. As you guys can see, the overall consensus thing is still on the PS5 digital editions over here. But quick little rant on this before we show the other stuff. That's awesome. Like for all the other walk-ins, Meyer's. So Fred Meyer's and Meyer's is different. And just Meyer. I don't know. It's weird, but basically there are two different stores. You have Fred Meyer, and then you have Meyer's. Meyer's is the Midwest chain. Fred Meyer's and Kroger's is the Western chain. I know it's confusing if you guys aren't not familiar with all these places. But for Meyer's, you usually see PlayStation 5s and Xboxes. Walmart, we saw PlayStation 5 disc, although a little bit more sporadic. Target, PS5 discs, although a little bit more sporadic. HEB was Xboxes and PS5 disc SKUs added in the system. GameStop was Xboxes. Like all these places, almost none of them have actually done PlayStation 5 digitals. So, in case you guys, I know the PS5 digitals are really, really hard to come by. Not as often, they're just not as oftenly done. Like I think we could all agree on that one. It's just they're hard to find. The stock is lesser. Even for normal restocks, they sell it like that. So, just letting you guys know, if you guys do want to go check in this West Coast, there's a lot of walk-ins and also for just official things too as well. Holy fudge, I got one. It's the digital, but I don't care. Thank you. And this is over for Vancouver, Washington. Fred Myers on top of this. So look at these pictures. These are awesome. Like I love seeing people in the community, whether they're my viewers or someone else's, getting these consoles. But whenever we actually see all this picture proof and also confirmations, it's always very nice. So also my secondary thing to go and chime on in, I actually do have quite a few friends that work over at Twitch literally in Washington state itself. I did go ask some of them to go and check as well. And one of them also did go and see the consoles physically on the shelves themselves. In case you guys are curious, at least from what I know or what I've been told, Fred Myers usually has a little bit of like a little gaming area where it has like, you know, AAA games like the PS5 games, controllers and all of that. And they're actually stocked there. And as well, apparently also just like for some other people in the community who have mentioned stuff, you also maybe just have to ask employees, and some employees have it in the back depending on the store itself. So very intriguing stuff, like very interesting and cool stuff to see. I love more brand new confirmed walk-ins, and we've had like 5 different walk-ins all throughout this week so far. And it pretty much seems like every single region has some walk-ins, which is awesome. As well, just a quick reminder, if you guys ever do go and check these walk-ins, be nice, be polite. Some stores will have stock, some stores will not have stock. If you guys actually see this video even today, if you guys are in West Coast, it might be worth casually checking. I never want you guys to waste your gas. Sometimes like they could be out of stock or the low stock. So just always make your best judgment. Like if you literally have $2 in your bank account, like don't waste those last $2 going and driving. But if you guys have to pick up stuff or get groceries or get some food, coming home from work, whatever it is, it's kind of like easy to swing on by because I don't want you guys to be disappointed. But as well, you guys can always ask employees, be like, hey, yo, Jim, like in the electronics area, do you know when the stock is? Do you have any stock in the back? We saw some videos on it. Just be polite and nice. Every store is different. There's many different stores, many different managers. I'm sure you guys know, but I always feel like I have to say this. But I think most of my community, you guys are usually pretty nice folks in general. So other few little things too as well to go and talk about. So other walk-in stuff. This is kind of just for the general news in case you guys have not seen this. This is all new stuff, but don't forget we still have been seeing people getting, honest to God, buys in almost every area. If we see even more bigger like stock announcements or stock numbers in the near future, I'll keep you guys in the loop for sure. But as of right now, we have still been seeing stock in the staples, PS5s and Xboxes, both for walk-ins, doing very good and kind of still slowly spreading on out throughout the country. Still been seeing Myers, as I mentioned, like in the Midwest. Still have been seeing PlayStation 5s, like, you know, kind of showing their way on out. And a lot of these places are overdue, so it kind of makes sense that we're having kind of a big, like, just everywhere restock, which is nice. PC Richard's still floating around, and like a few other little major places too as well. I may go make a combination video maybe for the weekend for all the walk-in places too, because there's been like a lot more changes in stocks and the kind of the days that we've also been seeing too as well. I also want to remind you guys, usually Myers walk-ins too, which is not Fred Myers, Myers themselves, is also on usually Wednesdays and Thursdays. So in general, so maybe throughout these next 2 days, we might see some more stock arrivals and information floating around. And quick reminder too, we did have the GameStop drop earlier on today. No PlayStation 5s. And Online did do their PlayStation 5s. And as well, we are still waiting for Best Buy to do a PlayStation 5 as well as an Xbox Series X Halo Edition drop. And Amazon's overdue for the Xbox Series X Halo Edition drop too as well. All the other big retailers such as Target, GameStop have already actually dropped them. So just bear that in mind if you guys are still trying to go get those. And we're also still waiting for some more PlayStation 5 digitals from a lot of the big retailers too, such as Target and Amazon. Those are both very much on the overdue side. So just bear that in mind. I think even same for Online too as well, but they did do the normal PlayStation 5 disc earlier on today. So a lot of good stuff. I love the walk-ins. You guys can leave your comments. If you guys check, if you guys get stock, if you guys see whatever, keep me in the loop. I always love to hear this stuff as well. If you guys actually did go get your console from walk-ins, feel free to always leave a comment where you got it. Or if you guys just have any additional information for the community, feel free to let me know, because I always love to go and just share it if I have a chance to and keep you guys in the loop. But I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. You guys are all beautiful. I'm still on a little bit of the sleepy side. Maybe I'll try to go bump out one more video tonight and then try to go prep up my setup a little bit. I do appreciate you guys all so much for existing. I do appreciate you guys all just for being lovely. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your nights. If I don't see you later, I'm stalling. I don't have to make the video 10 minutes like I always say. It's like 8 minutes long. I'm just Amazon links down below. The Selling is hard, boys. I just want to take a nap. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch room as well. Link down below. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get free stack, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Like the video, subscribe for the PS5 giveaway. I'll see you guys up later on either tonight or tomorrow for some more brand new videos. Love you guys.